2 nights ago, they started out even. The San Antonio Spurs and the New York Knicks ready to begin the NBA Finals. But soon enough, Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and the Spurs showed why they might be unstoppable. Their inside dominance and outside precision are nothing to shake your head at. Just ask the Knicks, who experienced the first Game 1 loss of their unlikely postseason run. Now, they must ask themselves a question for which there may be no answer. How do you stop the league's best? Yet time and again, they have beaten the odds. Each setback, each bit of adversity, serving as a spur to greater success. The injury-racked Knicks face their biggest challenge, and if this gritty group is to rewrite the story of this series, they must do it against a Spurs team that is healthy and peaking. San Antonio has won a record-tying 11 consecutive playoff games. They're looking for 3 more. Game 2 next.
Is the NBA on NBC. The 1999 NBA Finals. Tonight, Game 2. The New York Knicks versus the San Antonio Spurs.
Another crowd in the vicinity of 40,000 has gathered at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, knowing this might be the last time they'll see their beloved Spurs this year. In each of their first 3 playoff victories, they close their opponent out on the road. But if they've had any trouble at all, and you have to really look for it in this postseason, it has come in Game 2. Their lone loss was here on this floor, Game 2 of the opening round against Minnesota. And they needed last possession baskets against both the Lakers and the Trailblazers to prevail in Game 2 in the next 2 rounds. So welcome to Game 2 of the Finals. With Doug Collins, I'm Bob Costas. How do the Knicks make it competitive and get out of here with a split?
Well, Bob, the Spurs know the keys are Allan Houston and Latrell Sprewell. They want to go after them and wear them down. They did that in Game 1. You see in the first quarter, Allan Houston, fresh legs, was very fresh, shot the ball very well. Coming out of the halftime break, Sprewell and Houston, fresh legs, they shot it very well once again. So the first and third quarters, when they were fresh, you see what they shot. A combined 13 of 22, 27 points. But the Spurs said, we're going to wear you down, we're going to make you work for everything. Second quarter, that open jump shot, a little short by Allan Houston. Fourth quarter, Sprewell drives it to the basket, the block shot. And you can see in the second and fourth quarters, they just wore him down. 3 of 19, 1 of 12 in the fourth period. We know what New York wants to do. They've got to keep their front line out of foul trouble, keep these 2 guys fresh, keep the game close, and try to steal it at the end, Bob.
And in Game 1, the absence of Patrick Ewing was really felt. Not only what he could contribute offensively and on the glass, but that's 6 more fouls to use, and their big men got in foul trouble quickly in Game 1. If you're San Antonio, there isn't much you're looking to change.
Keep pounding the ball inside. They have tremendous mismatches inside with Robinson and Duncan. And New York tried a lot of different strategies. They said, we're going to front the post. Well, you know what? San Antonio's seen that. They space the floor, they swing it, they throw over the top, and Duncan gets the layup. They said, well, you know what? We'll lay behind. Duncan said, I'll back you deep, I'll spin, and I'll get a layup. So, well, if it goes into Robinson, we'll help off Jaren Jackson. He reads the double team, kicks it out, and Jaren Jackson, 1 of his 5 big 3-point shots. So what you're going to do if you're San Antonio, keep pounding the ball inside, try to get timely 3-point shooting. If you're New York, they want to take Jaren Jackson out of the game tonight. Bob?
All right, Doug, let's check with our sideline reporters, beginning with Ahmad Rashad.
Thank you very much, Bob. You know, overconfidence is something the San Antonio Spurs have been thinking about after the Game 1. I talked to Avery Johnson about that. He said, we are not worried about the New York Knicks because that would sort of affect our faith in our team. We are confident that if we do the things that we do, we can beat this team. Now, I also, when you talk about confidence, it comes up Jaren Jackson. Now, here's a guy that was not even drafted into the NBA. He's played on 8 teams, and he has been on fire not only in this series, but in the past 2 series. I talked to Jaren about that, and Jaren said, you know, every time I go out, I try to prove that I belong. I'm trying to show that I have enough game to show that I belong here. He said, a lot of people don't realize I have 3 championship rings. 2 in the WBA, one in the WBL. But that is not enough. The one I want is the NBA championship ring, and that will do two things. That'll, one, show that I am a champion, and two, that'll show that I belong. Let's go down to Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Ahmad. I spoke to Jeff Van Gundy, and he told his team before the game that only one guy played efficiently enough for the Knicks to win in Game 1, and that was Kurt Thomas. He told the rest of them that they did not. He went on to tell them that he needs 6 guys tonight to be efficient if they are going to win. He also went on to tell them that since the NBA went back to its current 2-3-2 configuration in the finals, that no team has won 3 straight games at home. So tonight's win is a game that he feels is imperative for the Knicks to win. Now, a quick injury update. Larry Johnson told me his knee is feeling much better tonight. He will be more mobile, less tentative, and he will be shooting the ball quite a bit. And Chris Dudley, he has a hyperextended right elbow. He cannot bend his arm or make it go straight. He is having terrible trouble